Hello, this is the Ramblings of an Undisciplined Mind podcast for Wednesday, March 30th, 2016. As of this recording, Sierra is still missing. You know, I may have talked about this a little bit before, but there was a guy that I used to work with on a project that I don't work with quite so much anymore, who used to say perception is reality. Actually, this is a phrase I've heard a number of times, and it's something that I have really come to embrace as one of the great truths of dealing with other people, is that, and it's not that my perception is reality for everybody else. That's not the point. The point is that, what I perceive as reality, is my reality. And if somebody else is interacting with me with a different perception, then we're going to have a clash of realities. Realities are going to smack into each other, and it's not going to be pretty. Cats and dogs living together, mass hysteria. I had one such moment this morning. I stopped at Costco to get gas, and if you don't get gas at Costco, they've got, it's not like going to your local gas station. They've got gas pumps typically in the back of the parking lot, and they've got a bunch of rows of twos. You got a pump in the front, you got a pump in the back, and there were cars at every pump except for this one. And for this one, they had a sign in front that said the front pump is out of order. But there's two pumps, so I'm thinking, I can go to the back pump. So I get in that line, and I'm getting ready to drive up, and there's one of those traffic cones sitting in front of the back pump. Now I'm considering the back pump to be the furthest away from the entrance of the parking lot. So from the main road that leads in, the one most toward the back of the lot, I'm considering it the back pump. The one that is closest to the front of the building and the front of the road is the front pump. I think I share that perception with most people. I think. Who knows? That's my reality. That's the reality that I was starting with. I don't know if everybody has that reality. So anyway, I pull up, and the sign says that the front pump is closed, but the cone is on the back pump, and you can't get in from the back pump. So fortunately, they have an attendant that's kind of there to help anybody, and he happened to be standing right there. Maybe because he's getting a lot of questions about his sign. I don't know. But I went ahead and rolled down my window, and I said, so the front pump doesn't work? And he's like, yeah. I said, but the back, but there's a cone. There's a cone. And he said, yeah, the cones, that the front pump doesn't work, so the cone's there. And then it twigged on me that he thinks that's the front pump. Our realities are colliding here. And I think the reason is because in this particular configuration, beyond the back of the pump, they've got a little shed there, a little building, very tiny, where the gas person can, I think it was where they got the control valves for the pumps and all this nonsense. But it's kind of a place where this person that's attending the gas station, especially when it's cold weather, can go there and keep warm. But there's a window he can look out and watch the fueling operations, and if anybody's having a problem, whatever, he can see it from there. So I'm thinking, so this guy is looking, and from that view, you're looking at everything totally opposite from the way we are. And I guess if you get thinking from that perspective, then what I'm considering the back pump is the front pump. But it was just jarring, because I'm just like, well, wait a minute, your sign says, that the front pump is closed, but to me, and I think most of the customers, that's the back pump. Because we have to pass pump A to get the pump B. And pump A, I'm going to consider the front pump, and pump B, I'm going to consider the back pump. And I think that's pretty common, but he's looking at it the other way around. So, so I got it, and, I figured it out fairly quickly, there was that brief flash of just utter confusion, and then when I kind of figured out that he was looking at it from a diametrically opposed viewpoint than I was, then I got it, and I used the front pump. But I'll be willing to bet that guy got a lot of questions today. I'm just saying. I'm suspecting he got a lot of questions today about that. Or somebody else came in later and said, "Why the hell do you have a sign like this? There's a back pump that's closed." But so it is kind of wise, I would think, if you're doing signage or something like that, where it's for customers, you kind of got to look at it from the customer's perspective, because somebody who maybe wasn't as quick on the uptake might have been very, very, very confused why the back pump was inaccessible if the front pump was the one that was not functioning. I was very happy, I will say. Gas prices have been popping up, and there's a Meyer gas station right next to the Costco, and so I see it when I get up there, and gas price for unleaded was $2.15 this morning, and I'm thinking, oh great, because I'm a day off. I actually meant to do. I forgot to get gas in one of the cars Monday, so then I had to do one yesterday and the other one today. And I'm just like, oh, great. I'm probably gonna, the best I could hope for is $2.05. That sucks. I haven't paid more than $2 in gas in months. And I was pleasantly surprised, because I got back to the gas station and it was $1.82. It's like, ooh. Anything over than, typically, 5 to 10 cents is a fairly common savings with Costco. Anything above that is just like super duper gravy. The best being, I once got 40 cents, but that was, I guess that would be about 35. It's close, almost broke the record there. So yeah, that was nice news. And I actually looked to say, well, so if I'm paying $1.82 today, what did I pay yesterday? And I paid $1.82. So one thing I have noticed about Costco, I don't know if it is true, elsewhere, but one thing I've noticed about Costco is that, and this is especially nice when gas prices rise, they don't seem, the gas pumps open in the morning at 6 a.m., but they don't seem to adjust their prices until the store opens at 10. So there's many times, and that's why I tend to get stopping at gas there first thing in the morning as I'm going to work, not when I'm coming back home. So, so it's, I gotta imagine if I was to swing in there and check, it's probably higher than that today. I'm not gonna, I don't care that much. But yeah, okay, so that's what I was thinking about today. I was thinking about perception, because, it is interesting, yet terrifying, yet confusing when reality's applied. And a lot of people I know when I was younger, I tend to think of realities as absolute. There is reality. Period. There is one reality. And it kind of gets into that Pontius Pilate line. What is truth? Yours the same as mine. And that's kind of the same thing. Your truth, your reality are coming from a different perception than mine, so they may not like me. Anyway, that's what I was talking about today, and I think I'm done. So I will be back tomorrow, and I'll be talking to you then. So be seeing you.